Okay, so I have to have Cosmic Guppy around for a while for the gaming session we did the other day. I've decided it's probably a good idea if I take the railway and change where it's actually located at the moment, because it's a bit dangerous. It is overly dangerous for what it is. So I'm going to have to craft up a load of rails, and we're going to move the railway. So instead of being in the middle of the base like it currently is, it's going to be sat around the outer edges. I've already played around with the idea. I did a secondary save, a backup copy of this world, and then checked out whether it would work okay. It seems to work pretty well. So I've got an idea in my head for how it's going to work. I just need to do it. I also need to tank up here, I think. Right, just clear out a couple of trees a minute. Right, top side of this. See, we want the train tracks to run parallel to this piece of water here. So that's there. 1, 2, and on a third. So that's where the tracks want to be running. I'm going to double track it all as well, because I did it single track before. Oh dear. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Oh. Misplacing tracks now. Oh, we'll remove that while we're at it. Right, of all the different ways of laying tracks, I've decided that it's not worth laying them as the old loop systems, whereby you could build a big circle at the end and your train will run around the circle and go around to wherever it wants to be. I'm going to build it slightly different to that. I'm going to do on and off ramps, basically like a motorway system. Admittedly, you can't do ramps, but you'll get the idea once I show you what I mean by it. Right. I've still got enough track. I've got enough to get to the end of there. No, I don't. 5, 10, and then the rest of them straight. Go on, craft up. Where's that tank? Actually, have I got my roboport on? No, I don't. So what I'm going to do first is just run off down here. Oh look, that mine's run out. Should reorganise that. There's a much more effective way of putting that down. Them two have run out as well. Just put them down to extract the... Oh, that one can go there. That should work okay. So that's the last of the iron ore up here. Right. Hello, nasty trains that are going to run me over at some point. Yeah, inner base runnings is not a good idea. Has that run out? Yes, it has. We're going to leave that to double side the belt there. Where's my tank? Oh, it's up at the top, isn't it? Yeah. Right. So the theory here is this tank will be able to just drive through the trees. Where do I want this to come down though, when I come down to the railway? we're gonna locate a good spot on this track down here to punch through and come up north. Actually, not far off a good location there. So if I take this straight back up, so we know roughly there is going to be where we want to come out. Right, this should lay us as track. Track laying tanks, always a good idea. I'm going to lay that as a main line, so it's just simply going straight through. That should be the right location for that. Slightly misaligned there, but oh well. You can't always get it perfect first try. Get these trees out in the middle. I can see a bit where I've missed the track down here. I think it's a tree that was in the way. Come on, trees. You know you don't want to survive my tank. These last few. Sod's law, you're running trees down and you run out of fuel. Transfer the fuel in there. I should go get the roboport and use the roboport to cut down some trees so I can put them in the tank. Okay, so exit the tank there because that's noisy. Right. We'll manually chop some of these trees down so we get some more wood back. Right, so that should be the right location for that. So what we want now is that tree out of the way as well. I'll take these trees all manually. Come on. Really seriously should have gone and done that. Right, that there, that there. And that's his outbound train now. What we need to do is go 3 up from that, so 1, 2, 3, and that should be there and there, and that works out perfect. Yeah. That's now giving us an entrance and an exit to that line as a single track. Right, we don't have enough chain signals or normal signals. Then we get another one of them. Chuck this in as infantry. J signal out. We need chain signals on both sides of this so you can get in and out on that line. because of what this is, we need a chain signal protecting the junction and a normal signal here. So now we've got an entrance, exit, and we need a exit to that junction. So we've got the junction there. My plan is a signal every single time one of those reaches the edge. I place them. So we're going to get back in the tank now because this is going to be quicker in the tank. So I'm always in the middle of the screen. So now signal, signal. Give us an even spacing of signals so that you can get a good quantity of trains that can actually travel down that line. Whoops, too far. There we go. Signal, signal. Too far again. Signal. And I found out you actually have to have a track there, otherwise the signal doesn't work properly, it doesn't connect to the track. So we're going to place some more track down here, we've got plenty of track. Signal, signal. And come on, come on. It must be one forward actually. There. Signal, signal. Now we might get one more in, and then we're going to be talking about a merging point on the next bit, maybe? Okay, somewhere here there's a merging point for the track. I mean, that's this old station we were building that we're going to be extending. What I want here is a signal blocking off that. That needs to be a bit longer. So that we don't interfere with our current train system, putting signals in. Admittedly, we're going to be coming down with the trains rather than up with the trains on that line. Right, so I can place this in there. That'll go straight up, and then we connect on to this line. We need to be there, sugar. There we go. And then this one, admittedly we shouldn't need it, but that gives us the option to go out in both directions. So now we can put a change signal here for exiting. You see, this messes up these two signals, so they didn't want to be there. We can move them back a little bit to here. Gives you an exit to the junction and an entrance to the junction. Admittedly, we need that tree out of the way a minute. Because of the way this junction is, we also want exit signal, entrance signal on the main line. So if anything's coming down this way, it will get a red light if anything's coming out. So your only one that's a chain signal is here, because nothing else is going to be chaining on this. Right, need to clear these trees out now. Oh yeah, tanks can drive over the top of your constructed items at the moment. Trees there. Yeah, I did a slight experiment. I was think in a previous version the game used to flatten signals and constructed items if you drove over them. How did I just drive between two? Oh, one. Missed a tree. I thought there was two trees there. Right. Also, because of the way this is down here, I'm not going to bother with this patch of coal. It's not worth it. But with the iron train the way it is, it currently doesn't work very well. So I played with the idea and decided played with the idea and decided that you needed an extra length for that train. So you have a longer train there. Right. So instead of having that train coming in and going there, I mean, I need to work out the length of the train so I can put in a good junction, but that should do it for now. I can use the tank to line up and get that up there. It just gives me longer platforms so I can run a second train into each platform so that the queuing to get into the system. Gonna need these trees out of the way. There's a high probability I'm going to shorten that siding line there though. I'm going to get my iron trains to run up this way, up the top part, before anything else. That's also an effective way to get rid of trees. Right. Ooh, crap. Tank can kill me. Right. We'll run this out quickly. That should do. And that should do. Right, we just want to be sure that this is going to actually line up and we can do it. I didn't actually run far enough for what I'd done. Alright. So that should be fine. Yep. Which means that should go that way there, which means I need to remove some more trees. Okay. So these trees are out of the way now. Just overkill the tree removing a little bit. There. And that should give us that line. How many tracks we got left? Not many. Well, that connects us up anyway. So now, chain signals. We want a chain signal there because we're going to be entering into that. We want an exit signal there. Actually, we want an exit signal slightly further. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.